This is Astro Geeks TV, and I am your girl, Karina Dean, bringing you the Jupiter and Scorpio series for the sign of Gemini. Welcome, Gemini. If you are a Gemini rising, sun, or moon sign, this video is for you. So let's get started. Let's get right into it. So Jupiter has entered Scorpio on October 11, 2017 and remains in Scorpio until November 2018. And this is the abundance of everything that is Scorpio. And for you, Gemini, Scorpio rules over your sixth house. So the first thing that we know naturally is that you have a lot of strong, powerful presence in your work environment and amongst your coworkers. Sometimes you may deal with a little bit of power struggles when it comes to those that you work with on a daily basis. It's very possible that you also work with psychology to some degree on a regular basis, dealing with your own psychotherapy, or maybe learning about psychotherapy, or working in a psychology like environment, because Scorpio represents everything that's within the mind and how the mind heals through trauma. So the deep psyche. So that is your natural sixth house. Now, the story has everything to do with where Neptune is, and Neptune is in Pisces in your 10th house. And so Jupiter and Scorpio and Neptune are making trines, and this is going to be about the revival of everything that has to do with your work environment, with your daily lifestyle, with your health as well. Very likely you have experienced over the past few years maybe a depletion of your health. Maybe things have gone pretty haywire when it comes to you taking care of yourself, making sure that you're going to see the doctor, maybe even making sure you're going to go see a therapist, things like that. So there has been this sense of life and death, Scorpio, in your sixth house, and there's been a lot of lessons when it comes to these themes. Now, there also have been a lot of lessons when it comes to dealing with conflict. People who bring you conflict, people who bring you, issues, people who the experiences of being in an environment that can not be very harmonious to your energy. So there have been lessons about living in an environment, being in a regulated environment that is actually healthier for you across the board. Now, despite the fact that you have had all these tough lessons in this area, right? Your career house has been maintained and preserved. Now, you might have had some stings here and there when it comes to career, but overall, across the board, you have been able to maintain that. You've been able to conserve that, preserve it, even though your daily lifestyle has gone through some ups and downs when it comes to your health and taking care of yourself and being in an environment of disharmony. Okay, so that is the story. Now, Jupiter comes into Scorpio, providing for you brand new ways of living, a brand new schedule that is here to help revive you, make you feel more healthier, make you feel more imbalanced. It's very deep in the sense that your schedule is very intense, because Scorpio is the sign of intensity. So there has a lot to do with allowing this schedule of yours to be balanced in a way that it allows you to be psychologically balanced, allows you to deal with your own self in a way that makes you feel like you are healthy mentally as well. Jupiter is going to provide for you a chance to deal with conflicting people, like in your work environment. Jupiter is going to allow for you to handle conflict in a way that is a lot more abundant and saved, like protected. So it doesn't mean that conflict is not going to come your way, but how you deal with disharmony, in your work environment, in your daily life, and the people who represent this harmony, you may have a more elevated point of view now about these things. You might be able to even feel a little more untouchable when it comes to these things. Now, where Jupiter doesn't bring abundance, Jupiter brings protection. So your health is generally protected. This is a great time where you could go see some doctors, go get checked out. But overall, even if you're dealing with any health issues, that you're going to be okay. You're going to make it out okay. You're going to find ways in which to have a regimented lifestyle that allows you to maybe make sure you get your fitness in, make sure that you're doing everything that you can so that you maintain a strong sense of inner power. So that is Jupiter in your 6th house. The 6th house also represents like homelessness, suffering, and it's very possible that you have some sort of story when it comes to homelessness. Even if you're a person that, is very rich and have many houses, maybe there is still some sort of experience that you have had over the years when it comes to living in a home or feeling homeless, like within yourself. Looking for home again in a way. So this will be a time where you may be feeling more fruitful about your home space. Jupiter wants you to feel at home on a regular basis in that sense. Now, the 6th house is also, because it's also of homelessness and suffering, it's very possible that you might be around more homeless people, or be more willing to serve those who are in need more than maybe you have been before. So maybe giving more, serving more in a way in which, there's always an exchange, but maybe you're not making sure that you get the better deal, better end of the deal. This might be a place where you are more prone and keen to feeling more abundant when it comes to helping others. This may be a place where homeless people can benefit you. This could be a place where your relationship to people in need is now in a more higher state of mind. So it can be more like, like when you see people suffering, it can be really difficult to watch, but this might be a time where you feel a bigger picture, an objective point of view in which you understand the state. So it has a lot to do with classism as well. And, depending on who you are and how you handle this transit would depend on how you deal with those who are in suffering. Maybe you just might perceive them differently. Maybe you might be more prone or keen to helping others in a physical manifested way. But either way, it's going to allow you to find your power again. This transit's about finding your power on a regular basis. And your schedule, your daily schedule is going to be key in allowing you to feel more powerful. And what is power? Power is feeling more capable of doing the things that you need to do, especially when we're dealing with power in the 6th house. Okay, so I have been shuffling the Triple Goddess Tarot deck and adding that to this Jupiter in Scorpio series because Scorpio represents everything occult and the tarot helps to give me more variety. So, the card that that fell out for you is Master 11, the Tree of Life. Now, Master 11 is about finding a sense of self-mastery this year, but 11 is often also has to do with the self. So this is about finding self-mastery, but it will have some challenges, but through the challenges, you will be able to find that place within yourself where you can't be touched. Because that level of mastery is evidently and eventually a place where you are growing and you root yourself, right, into what your desires are. And then you just allow those seeds to transform into something fruitful. So this is a year where you can truly bear fruit that can provide for you and make you feel very much so, like I said before, capable on a regular basis, capable of doing the things that you want to do, capable of living the way that you desire, whatever that might be. You can live the way you desire. And sometimes the sixth house is seen as like this place that is the unwanted place, like a house of detriment, but it doesn't have to be. You know, and maybe that's that Master 11, because a lot of people who are born with Master 11, they deal with a lot of challenges. But the top of the line Master 11s are some of the most abundant people in this world, and a lot of them are based off of their gratitude and sense of gratitude. It's all about your attitude, right? So gratitude shifts the attitude, and that's a lot of what Jupiter and Scorpio is providing for you, beloved Gemini. So thank you so much for tuning in to this video on Astro Geeks TV, and stay tuned for so much more.